Well, happy day, learners. Happy Friday. Apologize for not coming yesterday. I was here apparatus going on, and uh, uh, up and late, and I just decided and skip. I finally finished passes that night, so I was like, well, you know what? I'll run into the one episode. We'll get into it, but it's farm for April 30th and now Friday, May 1st, 2020. We got mostly while we were off first the past farm hill HR 75 on the afternoon at past 200. Floor the redemption Luna Amendment 8 that was past 282. Well, this thing been tracking for 3 weeks. A Bayer a lot of parts and down on that one. I found a minute got pulled to a sail on the floor boat on. Secondly, the OPEC effective today. The first time in history, up 3/4 and share drop below 30. But the kicker, oil barely new because corn is still closed. You can't flip the market if the ship through. Commissioner fired off an world screw confirmed they've owned Mexico 60 miles on the Texas border. Closer than wind is calling it a national team. And then while that was happening, cattle average of 248 on 4,289 head with a clean trade push 5 and 4 5 rest. The record that on Friday 30 is long new record by dollars a week. So we've got a lot to go through today. So go ahead and talk up with Slide Show again. But we'll let me see if I what we got on slides. Do while we're on that, our friends over at Lone Star Stockyards. Where are we at? Not very. Wildorado, Texas, at Lone Star down every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Same time. Truck side with a bunch of deliveries. So come hungry. And bid on those cattle on a full belly. You got any request haul 00584 yard manager 8073600 and the office 067707777 the Texas Association feeder coming up on today and let on over here. Okay, now show up here. But water, head over as whatever your platform is, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. That is following the Burn Daylight podcast, or the usually at Burn Daylight. But search my name, you'll important one. The Substack. Substack. Anyway, you got all the good information on this sources and a little more breakdown. Plus, you'll get access to all the apps that create the daylight report, which I use to do a whole intelligence app, and I do have some. We'll get to that here a little bit later. But let's get into so is that right? Side note. Get selected over here. All right. So on the market flag, on the cap complex, G5 was down $1.25. That $5.25. 2 days. August cattle are 247.25. That was up 2.5 cents, and 248.6 on a buck. Go 5. Fridays are 2 minus of 42 cents. A little bit of Britain's catted lifting. Fears 72.65. That was up 15. 72.5. Pretty much flat out down. August fears 250 and 60. Your cash index at 72.7. Cash cattle is where the real story is. 5 area weekly average 54 on 24,000. A total negotiable volume of 300. Late up on 56 live and 4-5 rest. New time record 20 from last Friday's old record. I was in the Corbett Wall last night, and he was saying that all of these episodes, the 2.6 was all time record on a Tuesday, and all cattle were slated to kill. That was why they still had a buy for next row. Good day for the cash cattle market. Link hogs for Thursday, they were it was 2.20, was 47. Closed out 1.25. That was down another $1 today at minus 2.7. Just got worked. On the grains, Thursday 464 and 3. So that was down 1 3/4. 463 and another 1 1/4. So pretty much flat. Still kind of in holding weight in that. Thursday, this is attention. 23 quarters down 18.5 cents. Kansas City hard win for the slot. Wednesday's route rally on week got profit hard. And so there's less narrative does not lock the mark. This is a even bigger reversal. So Thursday June contract was at 105.11, down $1.81, and today 199, down 3.8. So 2-day minus 489. The Hormuz Atlantic ran us 6 to 107.68 on Wednesday. Higher gun hours. Friday index 727. Diesel wobbling. We had it locked every day. The Hormuz will expect retail deal flights this week if that west under 103 barrel. I would still say be looking at. I don't know what's going to happen there on that end. We'll get into it a bit more. On the macro side, 10-year Treasury 0.6%. The 2 years at 3.8, and all at 9.12. Powell signal hot off for the Federal Reserve Wednesday. Chair Kevin Warsh your hands. The debt free that he targeted inflation did put pressure on commodities, and part of why crude rallies hold. 46.590. That's on 20 cents. June silver is 495. Long fee report is a inventory of 11.6 million. Had that one last year, and the tightest since the run started. Okay, though we've been knocking on the cattle side of things, but I don't want that. Where's my memory on that? April 3rd, the House Food and National Security Act, that's House Resolution 7567, 14 Republicans voted no, so you had partisan some consistency, but you had some overlap on both sides of the voting. But that isn't the passage on the floor. 28 was the pest preemption, the language that would have shielded ASF and the whole chemical year more lawsuits over at Rebounding and Paraquat and all of it. And like past 8 to 11, it was on a partisan level. And that language of the bill for these pest companies, and if this firm business goes into law, they will know shielded from these state feuds. So meaning on how the Supreme Court on this June, we based absolutely crater. Air is reportedly weighing $7.25 billion to resolve the current non-Hodgkin claims. The Supreme Court ruling in Monsanto v. Nell that we heard arguments for on Monday. Out if Scope's rule Nell state is stay free chemical liable, and the $7.25 billion balloons pretty stock got crushed on Tuesday and Thursday's House vote does not have that. Evening year rate pulled bill entire scheduled for the on May 8th. Corn Rose and lobby we wanted it farm bills so it would through. They lost that pretty fine and the